Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Dragons Down on TTS. Our first 7 turns were kind of strange in this game with the half-orc paladin. He slaughtered a bunch of dwarves for really no reason. I mean, I certainly don't get into much of the role-playing aspects of this game. But, you know, I'm glad people can do that. And they do. I mean, people get into it. And they come up with this narrative that they're playing out. But, no, for me, it's a board game. But, yeah, we went around a little bit, and we found a shrine, and we fought a wraith, and then we died. So that's sad. Now, going into turn 8, we're going to be starting up a fresh character and trying to surpass our current record of 1 LP. So, maybe a rune sword would be cool. That sounds pretty badass. Let's be a halfling rune sword. That's what it's going to be, and you can't stop me. How could it go wrong? And we start on the very relatively empty mine. Alright, and we are going to start with either a long sword or a short sword, a breastplate or leather armor, and a few extra gold, basically. That's what we're choosing between. Probably I want the long sword and the breastplate, I would imagine. Let's go with that. We get 3 gold. We get the a buckler, breastplates, buckler, longsword, and a spell. So the buckler, yeah, if it takes any damage, it's going to be at least damaged. Possibly, most likely, destroyed. Breastplate isn't too much better, so you can see how powerful the plate armor was, as far as just tanking all these little hits. And then our spell. So I believe we have to pick a blue spell. I think. Yeah. Alright, so the basic blue spells, floating disc. We have an unlimited number of tool spaces to place treasure and items. That's... But it lasts for 1 turn? Seems odd. Open gate. So we can go to wherever we found a gate. Tentacles, if we ever get a second cube. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say that we have to pick one that we can cast now. Caster places 4 tentacles on targets. Roll the hit dice as normal for each tentacle. Single hit results equal -1 attack speed. Double hit results equal -1 maneuver speed. Okay. So if you put all 4 tentacles on one thing, there's a decent chance you'll shred its attack speed and maneuverability. It's not bad. Air sword for 2 blue cubes. Caster controls a 2 might plus sharp melee attack with an attack speed of 2 beginning next combat round. Weapon length of air sword is 6. Caster controls it. So, Then teleport, place on a random clearing on a tile of the caster's choice up to 2 tiles away. So this is usually used on like enemies to teleport them off of like a shrine. So that's pretty nice. But let's grab tentacles. We can't cast it at the moment. But we know that the crone does have some goodies. And we could snag a cube. But we also only have 3 gold, so probably not. Also, the crone should get restocked with 2 more missions. So let's spend our first trade action. We are in a cave, keep that in mind. Our first action, trading to see the crone. Kill 2+ treants. Treants. Well, that's not something known to me. Message at the next alphabetical civilization location. So that is the outpost. It could be a while before you find that. Open gate, 3 giant spiders, various things. The potion of might. That'd be really pretty nice to get. A dagger of bite. Dagger of bite. Pretty sweet. 5 gold. Could I haggle him down? It's unlikely, unless I want to spend a lot of time. And even then, I'd have to sell probably my buckler. I mean, it's worth a try if we're not going to do anything else. Also, the symbol of vision would be good. Alright. Also, we didn't grab our cubes. Let's try to haggle. Our number is 2. Okay. That's a success. So we got it down to a price of 10. I have to succeed again. And we got the door. Alright, well, that's the end of that. I didn't even take any missions. Alright, let's look at the scholar then. Second action. I mean, God, it's just going to be unlikely to find any of these. Missions are tricky with this setup, at least at the start. They're all kind of quite unlikely to be finished. I guess we'll grab this just in case we find the vendor. And this one seems very unlikely. We have to find the village and 5 perilous plain tiles. So I guess we'll grow this, and if we see the astrologer. Both of these pretty unlikely to ever be completed. Alright, then we have a third and final action. We can decide if we want to just start exploring this way and go our own path, or we make our way and try and deal with the Wraith. Let me get my cubes. We got 2 red, 2 hearts, and 4 brown. Along with our blue cube. So, taking on the Wraith. I only have the 2 might. So the most damage I can do in one shot is 3 on an unarmored target. So I'd have to successfully hit the Wraith twice. Now, attack speed-wise, assuming it doesn't flip, I never will auto-hit him. No, I'd never auto-hit. And that's what makes the Wraith dangerous. That's 25% chance then. So, if I had tentacles and I could cast that, I'd be way more confident. Because chances are pretty good that we'd whittle him down to an auto-hit. Or, yeah, I mean, if I had a ranged weapon, maybe I'd consider it. But as it is, it seems foolish to go after the Wraith. So for my third action, I'm going to move into this clearing. Okay, turn 9. Well, we do have to actually roll. Well, wait a minute. How does that work for Guardians? No, I think you do have to roll, because if you roll the return symbol, all monsters and map tiles containing no heroes go back to the tray. So that is a pretty big factor for us. It could let us get to the shrine, no problem. We didn't get it, so whatever. They stay. Alright, turn 9. First action of 3, we're going to explore. The secret dens. So this is a cave. Obviously. Yeah. That's fine. We're gonna go here. Second action. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna learn. We do a cave wilderness token. Treasure! See, it's good. It's good for you. So we get a free treasure. Nope, that's a deep treasure. We get sending stones. So one-time use. And we can do something with trade. They perform one trade action as if they were in any clearing already on the map. Okay, so you can actually then potentially like hand in missions at a distance, or if, you know, people are moving around the map and they find a civilization in the distance, you can actually trade with a merchant there. That's pretty good. I mean, for us playing solo, it's not that good. So we'll probably end up selling it, but there you go. All right, second action we're going to explore right here, which is inaccessible. Sad to say. I wish... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa! So accessible. I didn't see that path. I wouldn't have moved here. Okay, but it worked out. Aha! So this is actually our second and third action, because this is a swamp, unfortunately. And we're going to grab a swamp wilderness. It's a treasure site. Here we go. The Chamber of Secrets. Alright, so the chamber has 3 deep treasures and 3 treasures. And it is guarded by a titan. Oh my god. No joke on the Titan, but he is unarmored, so I actually could one-shot him. But he has the teleport ability. Randomly teleporting the target for clearing, what, 2 spaces away? 2 tiles away. Random clearing. And, yeah, okay. So, if you go up against him... Titan. So that ability does not do any damage. It has an attack weapon length of 40 for breaking ties, but it doesn't do any damage. But if you have 3 attack speed, go first, you auto hit him for 4, but 4 damage and auto hitting. That's a tall order. I'd have to be alert. No, I still need the extra might cube. I could never do it. I could wound him, though. But he's going to teleport. Like that, it happens. There's no way to stop that if he's alive. His other side, though... Yeah, that's a big hit. That is a big hit. That's going to break some bucklers. All told, though, it's probably worth getting in there, because the odds of him showing up are somewhat slim. Let us roll. Well, I spoke a little soon, actually. So, we got Woods and the Guardian, so the Titan is there. But we could be sneaky, and we could evade. We actually can evade. So, all told, it's not the worst idea in the world. It is now turn 10. We're going to spend 1 action to move here. I could sneak. But at the start of the next turn, we have to do another hide roll, even if we succeed now. And if we don't succeed, then we have to evade, and we basically lose our entire turn. Well, not basic. I mean, we do. We lose our entire turn. So, it's iffy when you're trying to just sneak around a monster on a tile like this. It's a little sticky. Let's, Let's, for our second action, sneak. Our third action will be to move into here, and we have to do a hide roll now. Which was a success, so I'm hidden. And then for our fourth action, we're going to search. And we're going to try and find this Chamber of Secrets. We have failed. Now, the combat goes by... Well, first we roll this. We got planes and then the treasure site again, but he's already here, so it's nothing. Now it's turn 11. We have stayed hidden. So now we're going to have to do another hide roll. And if we fail on this, straight up, our turn's over. Huzzah. We get our whole turn. That's big. That's big. Okay, so action 1, search. Action 2, search. Fuck. Action 3. Come on. Action 4. There it is. Alright, so we immediately get the LP and the 5 fame for finding it. But then we go into combat again. I stay hidden throughout the whole combat. Oh, we do roll this beforehand, which will really just bring more things upon my head. Planes and carrion. We're still good. I stay hidden. Turn 12, we roll another hide. Here's where we might have to vacate. Oh, yes! We got it. Good. Okay, so we got the whole turn pretty much to loot. So we're going to want to actually... yeah, put him there. Okay. So, boom, 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 boom. All right, rolling our loots. We got the 4th treasure down. It is an enchanted treasure. So our real treasure is the symbol of commerce. It's a free trade action. Great. But we do enchant this place with a purple cube. Shame I don't have any purple magic, but I actually can cast tentacles now. Which is fairly big. And since we're hidden, we may want to actually kill the Titan with tentacles. Well, I mean, well, worst case, we die. But other worst case, we just get teleported away after this turn. We may want to do that. All right, 2nd loot action. Ooh, 1st treasure. The Saber of the Fencer. You can place a speed cube on this card to count as a might cube. And it has a really long, it's a length of a greatsword. It's certainly better than my longsword. Sort of. Longsword maxes out at 4 damage. This one maxes out at 3 damage. So it's not quite as damaging. But since I can't do the 4 damage on the longsword, the Saber of the Fencer is better for the moment. Okay. 3rd loot action. Number 2. The Mace of Absolution! Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one must have 3 active Wisdom attribute icons in order to equip. The hero ever has less than 3, it's immediately unequipped. So we do have 3 exactly, thankfully, due to being a halfling. So we can equip this. It's very short. It's got a weapon length of 2, but it got 2 slots for might, and then it always has that 3rd one there. Against armored targets, this is better because it just does 3 damage. You know, there's no question about the sword. So overall, for me right now, this is the best thing that I have, because I can do 3 damage with it against anything. In reality, the longsword is just as good against unarmored, and potentially better because it could do 4 damage against unarmored. But yeah, overall, Mace of Absolution, not too shabby. And then finally, the 4th loot action. It's quite possible I don't get anything here. Yeah, we got the 5th treasure, which is nothing. Okay, so we are still hidden. Let's roll the summoning dice. That will determine what we might do. Got the fucking Guardian again and Caves. So we're fine. Now, if I want to blast this dude, So I think it's one time. I think this is a one-time spell. We place the 4 tentacles on one or more targets, then we roll the hit dice for all of them, and we apply this for the remainder of combat. So what we could do is use tentacles, see how that changes his stats, and then if it's favorable, go forward with combat. If not favorable, we evade. Or we stay hidden. Maybe. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Tentacles placed on dead targets may be placed elsewhere. Otherwise, they remain in place. The effect continues until the target is dead, or the caster dies or leaves the clearing. Roll for the effect of newly placed tentacles immediately. If the caster is hidden, they must roll to stay hidden in any combat round that a tentacle is newly placed. Okay, yeah, so it pretty much works as I thought, but actually slightly better, because they can keep being replaced across targets. So we're going to stay hidden. We're going to do this. We got the purple cube from this place being enchanted, so that's the second one. This is now going to be wounded. All the other steps are skipped, and now we do tentacles. So we're going to place 4 cubes on this guy. Yeah. And now we're gonna roll. Roll the hit dice as normal for each tentacle. Okay, yeah, so we rolled the 2 hit dice for each one. Alright. Here's the first one. That's nothing. Second one. Now that's a single hit. Right? It's a little weird because it doesn't. That's not how it works when you're doing combat. Yeah, okay. So his attack speed is now lowered by 1. He has a 1 attack speed, which works well for me. Again, he now has a 0 attack speed, and finally, he has a 0 attack speed. Okay. Doesn't help that much, to be honest, but it does mean that we don't have to put anything into maneuverability, but he's just teleporting me instead. Now, if we get on the other side, he would have 0 attack speed, 0 maneuverability. Which is pretty good, because then he won't auto hit, which is quite good. But if he doesn't flip, we still want to hit him, so we have to do 3 on attack speed, just so we auto hit. So it's kind of a bummer either way. And then we have to commit 2 here to actually use our weapon. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. So now this is going into the second round, where we are coming out of being hidden because we don't have a ranged weapon. I could have rolled to see if we stay hidden, but it's pointless. We're going forward with this. It's gonna work out. Trust me. Okay, so let's roll to see if he flips. Ideally, he does, just because we can break the buckler and then kill him afterwards. Fuck. Alright. So that's pretty shitty because he's going to teleport us, and we're not going to be able to kill him. But we go first. We do 3 damage to him, which is not enough to kill him. So he gets wounded. He now has 3 health instead of 4. But then he's going to teleport us. And I think Yeah. Once combat is over, any wounds that are on a monster get discarded. So you can't just leave a wounded monster sitting there. So unfortunately, that means nothing, and basically we just wasted a lot of time. That's pretty much how it works. All right, so he's gonna teleport our ass. To determine the tile to which the target is teleported, roll both as summoning dice to determine a terrain and a tile symbol. Okay. Terrain and tile symbol. If either die roll is not in play, re-roll that die until a tile in play is determined. I assume it still has to be within 2 tiles. Because that's how it works. So, am I rolling to where there'd be... I don't know. Re-roll. Okay, mountain. So... Okay, so I'd be going to the mountain. But then I'd re-roll the other one until I get one of the... Because there's only one mountain. So I think that's kind of just the determining factor. So I'm going to the fucking mountain. And now we roll a d6 to determine what clearing number I go to on the mountain. 4. Okay, thank God for that. And combat's now over. I mean, all in all, we did get some treasure out of it. That was not the worst. That was not the worst. Could have been better, but not the worst. I mean, it might be worth going back in there and trying that same plan again. But we pretty much have a 50-50 chance of just getting yeeted off somewhere else again. But if we make that 50-50 chance, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I mean, he's gonna die. Well, no, because the tentacles wore off. I'd have to recast tentacles. And then hope we get a similarly good result. No, I mean, I really need to be able to one-shot him, and I can't do that, so whatever. It's a new turn now. Turn 13. We're going to move here for 1, and we're going to explore... Oh, God, we ran into this problem last time. Wait a minute. This is doable! Boom. So that was action 2. This is a woods 1. Okay, we get 2 mission dice worth of goodies. I believe is how that works. 2 mission dice. 2 fame and 5 gold. Hey, don't shit on 5 gold. Not too shabby. Okay, but aside from that, there's not a whole lot here. And actually, this, we can't get over here, so a little bit of a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4, I suppose. That's where we'll sit. Orc heads and monsters return. Okay, so no orcs, but monsters return. I think that means all the guardians go back if there's no heroes in their tile. I couldn't find any exception. It just says return all monsters in map tiles containing no heroes to the tray. Yeah, I mean, as far as I understand it. So Titan goes back to the chamber. The bandits go... Wait a minute. There are special rules for the bandits. No, not really. Okay. Send them back. And the Wraith will go back as well. And the Wraith was in the shrine. So that's very good. So now it's turn 14. We're gonna move 1. We're gonna move 2, 3. To get us there. And then 4th action. Nothing much. I mean, I guess we'll be alert. Or sneak. Sneak. I think so. I think it just doesn't count. It doesn't count for the re-hide roll. If you cast a spell or like ambush or something. That's the only thing sneak doesn't apply for. But otherwise, yeah, we're fine. Okay, that's the end of that. Roll summoning dice. Oop. We got claws and caves. We do have claws, so griffins are going to be showing up on our spot. One of them. One griffin. Okay. Very high maneuverability. 4. But extremely low attack speed of 0. Meaning that we can easily outpace them, but we're never going to auto-hit. So I could definitely kill it if I hit it, which is a 25% chance. And since I can't ambush it, it would kind of be stupid. But let's roll our hide attempt. And we get to re-roll one of these. Or no, we get to ignore a failure result. So there you go. Sneak is pretty good. So we're hidden. And I think we're just going to leave it that way. Although we become unhidden at the start of our turn, so we actually have to redo that. So if you're not going to deal with a monster, it is a little tricky. The ideal thing would be to like evade, so we could just move away and not worry about it. Yeah, fortunately, it's not ideal to be in this situation specifically, where we can't evade, we can't ambush, and we're just kind of cowering. So, 2 turns are going to go by. Combat is over. Although, He does potentially flip, but hold on. Okay, so if he does flip the first turn, we could maybe evade. So let's see if he flips the first turn. Aha! He flips. So then we can actually do 2 cubes onto maneuverability, and we can evade. So that's great. So when you evade, you sort of move halfway between one clearing and the next. And then at the start of your turn, you have to spend one of your actions to finish the move, which for us is actually 2 actions. And then 3 and 4 to move to the shrine. We are kind of caught with our pants down here, though, because the Griffin could move on to us. There could be Juvenile Dragon spawned, or the Wraith spawn. So this is a little risky here. Fortunately, none of that happened. So turn 16 is entirely ours to frolic. Okay, so we'd have to find the Paladin's body. And then we'd have to loot his possessions, of which he does not have many. He has 2 items and a treasure. Now we know that the items are pretty good, although we actually can't use either one because we're not strong enough. So I think the Paladin's body is largely useless to us. So instead, let's search for the shrine. Action 2. Action 3. Got it. Am I the first person to find the shrine? Yes. Right? Think? I got 1 LP for the half-orc, and that was for finding... No, maybe that was for finding the shrine. Because I was hiding from the Wraith? I think that's correct, because the chamber wasn't on the map, and I never went to the hideout because the bandits showed up, like, immediately. So yeah, I don't think I get the LP for finding the shrine. So then my 4th action will be to loot the shrine. Second treasure is the Summoning Marcation. This is a really shitty item to get. Especially right at this moment. So the Summoning Marcation has the red backpack item, so we have to take it, and we have to reveal it. It is an epic treasure, so we do get some LP and fame. But this is basically a cursed item. As long as we're holding it and we haven't sold it or anything, whenever we roll the summoning dice for our character, we count as being on. Well, we basically have all the symbols of all adjacent tiles as well. So for me, I get monster summoned if I roll a mountain, a claw, this carrion symbol, the swamp symbol, the stench symbol, and the wood symbol. It's quite bad. So we want to sell this as soon as possible. But that was my 4th action for the turn. So, here we are. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Okay, so we did get the carrion and the swamp symbol. So we got trolls and giant serpents coming over. One of each. Troll and giant serpent. Okay, now I am hidden, but we're going to want to become unhidden, I think, to maneuver out of here. Unless we just want to roll the dice. Actually, speaking of, I never counted the halfling passive. We can reroll one hide die per hide attempt, except during combat phase. So, yeah, we're actually not bad at hiding. So maybe we do stick around a little bit longer. Just knowing that I can evade both of these things. Yes, no matter what, even if they flip, we can evade them. So, for the moment, we're just going to let this round tick by. It's now turn 17. I'm going to redo my hide attempt, because we are now blocked. Oh, God. I may reroll one hide die. Damn. Okay, well that sucks. Because now, yeah, there's nothing I can do. So my turn ends. We're gonna re-roll this. We get the Wraith, and that's it. We do get the Wraith, which is quite bad because now I can't evade. So I think I have just died. Yeah, chances are I've died. That was a pretty bad result. Okay, we may as well go down swinging, I suppose. Ideally, we smack the giant serpent, because that has a 4 attack. Although it doesn't really matter. We could bank on maneuverability and try and dodge a lot. If I put 2 on maneuverability, 2 on attack speed. No, but I can't do that. I have to commit 2 to the weapon. 1 attack speed is the worst result. We want to auto hit. That's pretty big. So we have to do 2 to here. We pretty much have to do 3 here then. Oh, we're tanking and spanking, I think. So let's do die rolls to see if there's any flips. Here's the troll. No flip. Giant serpent. No flip. Wraith. No flip. Also, I didn't target anyone. I was targeting the serpent. I said that. Attack speed. I go first. I auto hit the giant serpent. I do a total of 3 damage, and it is dead. Pretty nice for a little halfling rune sword. Followed by the troll. 2 attack speed, 10 length. The troll auto hits me because his 2 is higher than my 0. And he does a total of 2 damage. And I have to decide, I guess he would be targeting my breastplate. So he damages my breastplate. Then the Wraith goes. Again, auto hits my maneuverability, and he does 1 damage, damaging my buckler. Okay. Same. Oh, also I take 2 wounds. I forgot. You take a wound no matter what. That's pretty bad. I'd love to be able to kill the Wraith, but that's going to take 2 hits. Because if I killed the Wraith, I could then evade the Wraith. Because you have to be higher than the maneuverability. Yeah, higher. I think there's one class, maybe the Rogue, that can evade. Yeah, so if they tie, they can roll the 2 hit dice and potentially evade. But otherwise, you have to be higher. So no matter what, in no world am I evading the Wraith. And that's probably how I'm going to die. But for now, I'm going to target the Troll. Everything else is the same. Let's roll to see if the Troll flips. Does not. That's good. Wraith does not. Alright. I go first again. 3 attack speed. I auto hit the Troll. I do a total of 3 damage. No sharpness involved. So he is dead. I gain 12 Bane. Bumping me up to 34. Then the Wraith goes. The Wraith will hit. Doesn't really matter. He's gonna... Well, no. I guess the breastplate. Yeah, the breastplate, of course. Keep forgetting. So, yeah, he... the breastplate soaks it, but I still take a wound. And that's gonna have to be a brown cube. Then we go around again. I think we stick with this. Actually, if I move 2 to maneuverability, yes, I think that is smarter now. Because then he has to roll to hit, and I have to roll to hit regardless. Hopefully he does not hit. Because I have to hit him twice to survive this. But I'm also rolling to hit, so this is really not great. And once I take another damage, he auto hits again. Unless he flips, then he auto hits regardless. Great, let's do it. He flipped. He auto hits. Pretty shitty. So he auto hits. I lose another brown cube. And now I swing at him and I roll. I have to get 25% chance. Close but no cigar. So I miss. And I think you can see where this is going. He's gonna roll, see if he flips. He does not. He is going to auto hit for 1 more damage. It's my last brown. And no matter what, I think we lose. Because I'm going to take another hit and then I can't attack him. That is a miss, unfortunately. Unless I can re-equip, but even then, it doesn't matter. He's gonna auto hit. Like, I needed to... If I had damaged him this time, there was a hope. Well... No matter what, because next turn, even if I had the Saber the Fencer, he'll hit me, I'll go down to 1 cube. And then even if I hit him, the next turn he would hit me and I'd be dead. Or I wouldn't be able to use any weapon. So, unfortunately. That's it. That's fucking Wraith, dude. The Wraith is insane. And I want to say that's pretty similar to Magic Realm. I don't know if it was the Wraith or I think it was the Demon. I want to say the Demon was like perceptively or like deceptively difficult. Like, the demon looked really just, like, kind of weak to a newbie. But it's just, like, so damn hard to hit. Can't believe I lost 2 characters to this fucking Wraith. Alright, well, that's the death. So we go down to 15 fame here, and we get 1 more LP. And that's it. We end with 3 LP. I could then start up another character and have 13 turns, or 12 turns, to try and survive and get more than 3 LP. But I think at this point it's probably better to just start fresh. We've learned some lessons in these 2 lives. For me, I feel like magic characters are just strictly, like, harder. It's like clicking hard mode for me. I don't know. Just compared to, say, a human knight or like a half-orc knight or something, that can just blitz down opponents with a massive weapon. I mean, that's like easy mode. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like, but that I never really got into magic in Magic Realm, ironically. Magic always seemed like but Magic Realm and this game, like, it's tricky. I mean, there's a lot of options available to you as far as, like, how you go through the game and how you deal with certain situations and things like that. The Unga Bunga smash everything sort of play style works and is quite simple and easy. But there's a lot of other options, and I definitely want to explore all these other options, so I'm glad that I'm trying these different things. And I wonder if going, like, full spellcaster, like, all the way, might not be pretty potent. I mean, it might be. I don't know. You can see pretty much almost all of them do start with some might cubes, except for the Soulless and the Witch. And that's a tricky playstyle compared to what we've kind of been doing, where it's like you dabble a little bit. Maybe next time we try dabbling a little further and go with, like, a Sorcerer or the Warlock. I want to play the Warlock, to quote a famous film. Because then you get into, like, the black magic. And Affliction, like, you can cast this when you're hiding, and you just wound the target, and they have 1 less max health, and that oftentimes could change, you know, a non-instant kill to an instant kill. Like the Wraith, if he was wounded and I actually managed to hit him, he would have just died, and it would have been great. You can curse targets, dark matter. You can swap their might and attack speed. Wow. Rule undead. You can control undead monsters. Fiery chasm. All targets hit are killed and removed, and all possessions are lost. Damn! For only 3 cubes. I mean, that is a lot, I guess. But still. So if you're unhidden when you cast this, you die. But, I mean, still, being hidden and just popping that out, you can destroy everything. pretty good. Fireball is the classic one, though, of course. Range attack on up to 4 different targets with a weapon damage of 2 and a sharpness. If only one target is selected, 2 and 2 sharpness. Yeah, being able to smoke an unarmored target of 4 health from hidden is quite nice. But I do think this is a ranged attack, so you do have to roll. Yeah, you have to roll the ranged damage die. Maybe we should try that playstyle next, though. Like the archer. Start with like a longbow. And just pick targets off from ambush. Or the assassin, either way. But let's, we haven't rolled any ranged dice. So next time, let's start up a fresh map and do some range shit. Stealth archer. That's the best playstyle ever made in any game ever. We all know it. Alright, yeah, good stuff, though. Okay, it scratches that same itch as Magic Realm. But I feel much more confident, like, just interpreting the rules and that I'm not really fucking... I know we fucked things up, I know. But it feels just better. So, yeah, honestly, I really hope this game does do well. I hope it becomes kind of a thing, and I hope there are more expansions. Just because there's so much potential. In Magic Realm, there's been a lot of fan stuff. Plenty of fan stuff. But on the table, official products, there's a lot of potential here for way more lineages, way more classes, a whole bundle more of spells, tiles, monsters, missions, being able to hire natives, all sorts of stuff. And I saw somebody do a really cool thing. On like a stream. Apparently they have done this for Magic Realm as well, which is why they did it. But they did like a bingo? Yeah, this is the bingo. So they set themselves up with like a bingo board for this game. And they're playing on TTS, of course. Just trying to get a image of his bingo board. Okay, so his bingo board has things like find the catacombs, kill a dragon, have 3 treasures worth 4 gold or less in your pack. Explore and place 5 tiles. Find the shrine. Stuff like that. So obviously he came up with all these objectives, and then he just laid out a bingo board. He randomized it, and then he has to do 5 in a row of those. And I think he's actually playing as 3 characters. So he's like competing with himself. For each of the characters. But yeah, I mean, that's really cool. There's a lot of potential with the game, is what I'm saying. So I can't wait to play with some other people. But alright, for now, my name is Mangg. Game you've been watching has been Dragons Down. And I'll see you fine folks in the next part.